Put the kids to bed. Dad's home. We are the DWO podcast, representing the dad world order. And I am the handsome head of household, Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. And with me, as always, the rest of this patriarch pack. We got the big bad bearded daddy. He is Big Rig Eric Maffei. Sorry, premature honk.
What up, what up?
And he is the perpetual mid-carter and the two-time world record holder. He is the wrestling t-shirt guy. Safest.
What have you?
Eric?
You there?
Oh, we're hanging out. We're hanging out, man. Oh, I was looking at the screen. It looks like he got it. Yeah, he's live on the Twitter. As always, we are the DWO podcast that we have with us a very special guest, returning guest, actually. The one and only certified Luke Kurtis. Sir, how the heck are you?
What's up, guys? Sorry, I was just trying to make sure I got the socials going. I think I do. It is glad to be back. I love that little lettering down there. The gold and the purple looks good. DWO. It's going to be a great episode, man. You guys ready to get into whatever the heck you guys are going to get into?
Absolutely.
We don't even know yet.
Got my energy drink.
Absolutely.
Celsius, sponsor me.
Not sponsored yet.
Something. Oh, we lost one. I'm Big Rig now. Hey.
Certified Big Rig.
So it's
Right.
your gimmick change to certified big rig.
Yeah.
Man, I gotta tell you what, dude. I drove the 2.5 hours out, and I came to was it Tough Love, right? What was it? I think it was
Yep.
called
Tough
Tough
love.
Love was my first OVW show in literally 10 plus years. I had been to an OVW show that was on the road a long time ago. I don't even think anybody's still there that was there then, but man,
Maybe cash flow.
it was awesome. Yeah, maybe cash flow. It was awesome though, man. I mean, Al had us sitting with his mom, which was an interesting situation. That the whole evening talking to her, and it was just, I don't know, man. It was an experience that I don't think I'm ever gonna forget. It's a fun venue. Has it always had that kind of feel? Is it just? It's almost like got like its own ECW arena feel. Like it's.
Well, that's nice to say. I appreciate that. Obviously, OVW is pretty special to me. I've only really been there for just over 2 years, but I think it took a little time for me to, like, as soon as you get to OVW, obviously, like, because of the history, you have some type of feeling. Can you guys hear me okay? I'm kind of far from the mic. Perfect.
No, you're good.
You know, it has that history in it, so you automatically feel that right away just being in the building. But as far as like the audience, that's what it took time for me to really kind of grow into, and kind of I feel like the company to grow into, because like I said before, when I got to OVW, you know, we were still having nights with 75 people in the crowd, you know, 150 people on a good night, you know, 250 at a pay-per-view, we'd be like ecstatic. But even then, with the small crowd, that's our core audience. And those people, they love us. We are the stars of professional wrestling in their eyes, you know, which we are. And they were able to grow with us as a company and kind of teach the new fans that have now come in how to cheer for us. And I think that has been kind of one of the reasons that's helped us keep going. You know, OVW is still doing very well since Netflix came out. Better than ever, and we have a national tour coming up, all kinds of things. And I feel like our core audience, those people that know the characters, they know the show, they know who to cheer for, they're able to teach the new people right away. Good guy, bad guy, we like this, we don't like this, this is the culture here. And I think it kind of has a good fan experience for new people that come in. So, I mean, yes, it does have like that special feel to it, and I really do think it's because of the fans, and, you know, they make it happen for us.
I tell you what, it was definitely a very, I'd say intimate crowd, but I mean, it felt like everybody kind of knew everybody, and everybody was, I mean, it was wall to wall people. There wasn't an empty seat in the house. I mean, they were squeezing people in. So, I mean, it's the the hype train is definitely still going strong. I mean, what are we, a year plus removed from the Netflix thing yet?
No, I don't. Man, I'm so bad with dates and times. So it can't be a year already. I think it came out like August last year, right? Or September or something like that. So maybe like 6 months or something. And so much has already happened for the company. So just to kind of see us take that and really just gain so many new fans, man, worldwide. That's the beauty of Netflix, is that, as talent, we travel all over. And I mean, if you have an OVW shirt on now, it's one of those things where somebody might recognize you and be like, hey, you wrestle for them? Like, I saw that on Netflix, And we hear all kinds of stories about that from the boys and people in the locker room who travel abroad and people at work. So many people just know about the show now. And it's always going to be that way because it's forever going to be on Netflix. So
that's crazy to think about. You could be anywhere in the world and someone knows your face. Yeah.
Oh, and if we get a season 2, it's a wrap.
I mean, I feel like you guys have done really well with that, though. You've kind of taken the ball and ran with it. I mean, that's only going to give you so much hype.
Exactly. It was very important that we kind of kept like the steam going, which I think we've done as good as we possibly can with the size of an organization that we are. Obviously we can't compete with billionaires. We're still worried about drawing good houses.
Mm-hmm.
We're still in there every week. Like, hey man, what's the house? We got this pay-per-view coming up March 16th. I was just on the phone with one of the guys today, higher up in the office. And I was talking to him about like, how is the pay-per-view doing? Like, what are our plans for pushing it this week coming up? Like, how are ticket sales doing? Because like, that's important to us. I mean, we're using that money to grow and invest in the company and, pay talent. And like, that's why I say the fans really are the ones that support us. They buy our merchandise. They're the ones that have kept it going. And Netflix has given people a connection deeper than wrestling in a way. We have so many fans come in that haven't watched wrestling in years, know nothing about wrestling. Different examples, of people wanting to come check out our show and support us because of Netflix, so to have fans literally come out and say like, man, we had to come just to support you guys because we saw the show and we're like, man, we gotta help these people, and it's nice to see that, there's still some good people in the world and people want to come help OVW and support us and help us grow into who knows. Who knows? I had conversations. I'm just going to keep talking.
Bro, we're here to talk.
Before we go to the next thing. I was having a conversation with someone today, and that same person, I spoke to them maybe a year and a half ago, kind of when Netflix was filming and before it had come out. And I had asked them, like, do you think that OVW can grow beyond what it is now? And I don't necessarily mean like just get a little bit bigger. Like, can we grow into something like a better television deal? Maybe a different arena at some point. Who knows what it would be the next evolution of the company, right? But do you think that we'll ever get there? And they told me no, and I had, I didn't know how I felt at that time either. That's why I asked the question, So then I was speaking to that same person today, and I asked them that same question, and they said, hey, with what is going on, we're trending in the right direction, and you never know, So like people's opinions have changed, and everything is day to day, man. A company could be gone tomorrow, a new company could rise up the next day. Like that's just what life is. Like, expect the unexpected. Look, The Rock is back.
The one thing Netflix has done for me is got me weekly watching the streams. I really enjoy watching the shows. I just saw my buddy Bomani make his debut on OVW, and I've been a friend of him for years. So to see him on there was cool. But what was even cooler, man, was seeing the poster for this pay-per-view coming up, man. That's got print that out and hang that up yet?
I still don't have the poster yet. I gotta talk to them, make sure they have that for me by the pay-per-view. I need one of those.
Absolutely.
To talk about the poster a little bit, I'm just gonna give back a little bit because I very much appreciate
Bluetooth connected
being on that poster and being the only person that's on the poster. And really that is not a testament to my hard work, but a testament to everybody in the locker room, because like there would be no certified Luke Kurtis if it wasn't for the other people helping put me in the position to succeed. The other talent in the locker room, the people in the office, like that poster is really a representation of the whole company. And I hope that, I'm able to do a good job in that, because, for me, that just lets me know, like, the pressure's on for me. Like, no matter what realm you're in, you have to make the most of it. You have to do the best that you can do. And in my mind, like, this is what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to try to make sure it's the best thing possible. I'm Team OVW. So I'm going to rep my team, and I'm going to go hard for my team, because that's the people that believe in me, the people that support me, so thank you, OVW talent, for helping make me the only person on the poster. I appreciate that.
I just think it's really cool to see. I mean, like, from honestly getting my first, glimpse of you during that, and you're, this guy busted in Al Snow's door, and, I'm certified, and I'm, I was like, who the hell's this pompous ass, and then, but I mean, just to see, like, you kind of coming in there saying, I'm gonna be somebody here, and actually seeing you do that, man, is nothing less than impressive.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody today, and they were telling me how,
and your hair is way better too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, Layla helped with the hair. She told me to grow it out. I put the blonde in it, So.
Hey, behind every great man.
Because what it was I was seeing EC3, and I was like, oh, his hair looks kind of good. He's growing it out a little bit. And I was like, I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna put some blonde in it. So I put a little blonde in it.
I had those back in like '99, man.
You know what this motherfucker did, bro? Sorry, it occurs on the podcast.
Yeah,
he went and put blonde in his hair too, bro. Would you believe that?
Jocking your style.
And he walked in. He said, "Hey, thanks for the idea, kid." And he kept walking. It's practically his, not mine. He's more over.
You were this close.
Yeah, I was that close.
Dude, I cannot tell you. I thought you had it, and dude, I was in bed watching and came out the damn bed. I'd sold me a ticket for sure.
I know, man. I know. I'm definitely gonna get another crack at that fool soon. I don't know when it's gonna be, man. I will beat EC3. I promise you, bro. I'm gonna beat him. And
bro, for me, it was so believable that you were going to, because it made so much sense. It would have been such a crazy moment. You know what I mean? It put a ton of eyes on everybody.
I agree,
bro. Like he said, every near fall had us all freaking out, man. So it was a great match, damn. I mean, I really enjoyed it. Really did.
Yep. I'm looking forward to stepping back in the ring with him again, and getting the win this time. It's gonna happen.
Oh yeah.
Right. It's interesting how like our when I got into wrestling, like I didn't know what it was really. Man, I hadn't watched wrestling in years, like pro wrestling. So like I didn't even know who EC3 was. I wasn't even watching at that time, But to get in the business and gain respect for other talent, to see like, oh wow, so many things are going on, other companies, AEW, New Japan, independent wrestling, like there's so much talent in the business. To be able to like career align with somebody like EC3, the NWA World Champion, like what? Like, so now, like, I guess he's feuding with whoever he's feuding with in the world, but in my mind, like, I'm the person he's feuding with, like EC3 gonna always have to go through me. That's just how I see it. We were in a faction together. We did television together for a very long time. He's helped me a lot. And now us feuding with each other has just created a whole nother dynamic to it. And I spoke to Layla about this, and I remember when Nick Aldis was champion, and I was like, I didn't even know Nick Aldis. So like there was never going to be that opportunity. But then a year later or whatever it is, like EC3 is the champion, and I had been working with him, and he likes the way I could go. And then like now me and him are wrestling each other, and it's like, man, like it's crazy the circles that you end up in and the people you end up with. And
nice step, dog.
Yep. And it's kind of nice just to, be around good quality people in wrestling, because there's a lot of bad, and I could have ended up in a bad circle, which I started out in, but was able to break out of that.
I'll tell you what, though, speaking of good quality people, our dude Josh Dalton, it's been a while, man. What's going on?
Hey, Josh, how the heck are you?
We will see you on the 28th.
What up, Josh?
Josh is also an old school OVW fan.
What up, motherfucker?
We got Sarah Curtis saying hi to Luke.
That's my mama. What up, Mom?
Hey, Mama.
Hey, Mama.
And then Zachary Pittman talking a little shit.
Yeah, that's DDP. I didn't even know you could type, bro. I thought you were a zombie. Get out of here.
And yeah, you are wrong. Ari is coming out with Carson Drake. What do you think of that dude?
Carson? I think it's an insult for you to compare me to Carson.
I'm not comparing. That was not somebody else.
I'm the other guy. I'm talking to that guy. I'm talking to you, Dalton. No, I think Carson is a very, very talented wrestler. That's my opinion on Carson. I think he's very good. Me and him work a similar style, you know, as heels. He's selling machine, bumping machine. Me and him have our slight differences, obviously. But I think he's very talented. You know, I always tell people I think Carson's talented. He's been in the business a little longer than me, I think. So I don't know like what happened before I knew him or anything like that. But since I've known him, you know, I've first time I saw him work, I was like, man, he's good. He gets it. You know,
I remember the first time I saw him at a couple local shows around where we live before he got into OVW. So I knew of him. So seeing him come to OVW, I was like, oh, sweet. He's getting, you know, more shine. But man, the first time I ever saw him, there's very few heel wrestlers that can make me like, I actively hate this person.
Yes.
He was one of those guys. You know what I mean? Like,
he has a very punchable face too.
Yes,
yeah.
100%.
Like people say I have a punchable face, but I think it's more my attitude and my cockiness. Carson, you just want to punch that motherfucker in his face. Yeah. Sorry again. It's not that he's an ugly guy. He's not an ugly guy. He just got that big smile and the blonde hair, and he's just like, hey, I'm Carson Dre. I knew, wow, you know.
He looks like a blonde, precious big boy.
I'm Team Carson, so yes, I
hate to give him too much credit, man, but I got to bring up one moment that really sticks out for me. I bring signs for everybody and for everything. I love to have signs, and I made a sign. This was a couple years ago, and it just said because I was going to see him on Mother's Day for wrestling, and I just made a sign that said he doesn't call his parents. And he saw it before the show, and then in the middle of his match, as he's coming out, he's like, "I do call my parents. Watch!" And he called his mom, and she hung up on him. And it was the funniest little.
I think I was at that show. Was that at a TSW show?
TSW, yeah.
I worked Homeboy there.
Yeah, you worked Jake Christ.
Christ, yeah.
That's right. And yep. Yeah, that was a fun match. You ran for most of it, but it was a good match.
Yeah, that was good to work Jake. I had heard a lot of great things. I would like to wrestle him again at some point. I think that
he's awesome, dude. We love Jake.
He's in probably the best shape of his life too.
Yeah, he looks great. He looks phenomenal. After obviously when I found out I was going to work him, I kind of went through his Instagram and just kind of seen who he was, and I was like, yeah, I saw that he had gotten in like great shape, and now he's in even better shape, and yeah, just a very good talent. You know, and people that have been around a long time, like, and weathered the storm that is wrestling, you know, they're the ones that I like to be around and spend time with because they have the real knowledge. Experience is not like Al has a beautiful way of putting it that I always mess it up, but it's basically like time spent doing something. Like just because, oh man, I can't even think of what it is.
Right? Use your Al voice and say it; it'll come to you.
Yeah,
I could. It's basically like the time you spend doing something and the knowledge creates like real knowledge. It's not just like because you know something, you're smart. You also have to put an effort to do it. You know, so if you've been doing something for 10 years and you've been reading about it, learning about it, that creates real knowledge. So people that have been around doing stuff, you know, they have real knowledge because he wasn't just like, oh, I watch a lot of wrestling matches and I know about wrestling. No, he's also been in the business, grinding, hustling, ups, downs, you know, gotten heat. You know, man, that stuff's hard to navigate. So
been on the road, starved to death.
Yep, that's it.
That's like, you know, I feel like that's a lot of way. Like my job, you know, when I was as an electrician, you know, when you're young in the field, you know, you got to earn your stripes to earn the respect of your peers. And once you get there, you know, one of the first things they teach you is you defer to people's experience and knowledge. And like you said, there's only so much you can learn in a book and everything else. I mean, until you get out there and fall flat on your back and looking up at the lights, you know, you ain't really got no room to talk.
I was an HVAC guy. I was in the union, so I went to school to be an apprentice. So I know all about that. Yep.
Bro, I was telling my son, man, if I could do it all over again, I'd do HVAC. It's such a well-rounded trade.
Yeah.
You learn a little bit of everything. Huh.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
look like
well,
an HVAC guy. I could see you
Yeah,
coming
yeah.
to fix my furnace
Yeah. That's
with
why
your
I had-
chains and everything.
I used to have really long hair and a huge beard, man.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh, you have to send a picture. I got to see that.
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't seen one. They're insane, man.
Basically, something like this.
Oh, longer than that, bro.
I look like a really old homeless guy, kind of like you, Cephas.
I look like a Duck Dynasty cast member.
Nice.
Yeah,
I did that. I was working at a steel mill, and I had grown out. I just want to see how far I could grow my beard out, and it had just gotten to an absolute ridiculous state. I go back and look at pictures now, and I can't believe that I personally I couldn't even grow facial hair until I was 30.
Wow, really? And now
Yeah.
you got a great beard.
Now I know it just came in gray. It's crazy.
I started growing hair super young, man. I was in 7th grade, and they were like, "How many years have you been held back?" I was like,
Wow,
"I'm
I always
12."
At 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, I had a mustache.
Yeah. My son's already got a
The
nice thick,
teachers,
full
the teachers were like, "That kid's cute." No,
You're one of them kids.
Yeah.
Poor teachers never stood a chance.
Yeah, that was before the news and stuff, and you could get away with that stuff.
Yeah.
A couple more comments here. We got one telling you to take down EC3.
Yeah, that's Isaiah. That's my old foe.
And then Matthew Berry said, "What up, Luke?"
What up, Matt? How you doing? Always. But my mom says the Duck Dynasty guys are hot.
Okay,
Lord. With her NASCAR picture. My mom likes NASCAR and Duck Dynasty. My mom's an American boy.
Yeah, it sounds
Proud to be an American.
drinks Bud Heavy.
She's proud as hell of her boy, though, man.
Yeah.
You're out here doing
she's
the damn
proud.
thing.
Is she a wrestling fan? Before you were a wrestler?
She's a fan of all sports, man. She was the crazy dude, man. My mom's nuts, bro. When I was a football player, you know how you see the clips of the referee running down the side? And they're like, how is he faster than the player? Tyreek Hill's running down the side, and the referee's beside him, and then you see my mom behind, in front of both of them, go, 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 go. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro, nuts. Look, but I'd be at a wrestling match. I'd be an amateur wrestler, right? I'm wrestling, boom, boom, boom. Take the kid down, right? All the parents are around. My mom's like, kill him, kill him. All the other parents are looking at her this woman's crazy.
She's like, "I take this
Kill him, Luke, kill him.
That's how you gotta be,
I
man.
love her.
My kids play soccer, and I get a little screamy, and my wife always tells me to calm down. I can't calm down. I want to yell for them.
My mom was at the March Mayhem show.
You mean
That-
Hot Love?
Yeah, hot love. No, that's what I'm doing with Layla tonight. It's tough love, bro.
Tough love. Hey, guys, I've seen some of your guys couples pictures, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
It belongs in a magazine somewhere.
Bro, I was so happy I made a sign for her, and she won the title the same night.
I know, that was crazy.
I called it.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was awesome, man. What a way to wrap up the night.
Mm-hmm.
A surprise title change.
It
I
popped
know.
up hard.
And the ladies main eventing. That was actually my mom's first wrestling show. To see me wrestle live like that.
No shit.
Yeah, so it was cool. Yeah, I'm sure she loved it. She loved sports and stuff, and everybody loved my mom in the arena because she's crazy, So everybody's taking pictures of my mom, hey, your mom. There's pictures on Facebook.
Certified.
Mom taking selfies with my mom. I'm like, what?
Did you make her a certified mom shirt?
No,
What's
man.
wrong with you?
I see. Those things. Those don't come to me, man.
Man, we're gonna have to get her a special one made now. My mom. That way she can get the selfies in the crowd, take care of some people. Let them.
Mom, this is the dad world order. All these guys are dads. That's the gimmick. DWO, dad world order.
I felt the same way hanging out with Al's wife and Al's mom. To be honest with you, man.
You were with Jessica too?
Yeah. So
Mama Jess don't play, man.
No.
She
was sweet as can be. So you guys are the DWO. Thank you guys for coming down. It's
everybody is terrified of Mama Jess, bro.
Really?
She is the sweetest. She's the nicest. but you dude, bro, she's way worse than Al. Like, dude, like I'm not even scared of Al compared to Jess. Like,
I tell you what, man.
Jess
when we
will
get
cuff
there-
you out, bro.
when we got
Anybody.
there, our tickets were on will call, and we told the guy at the front, you know, he's like, "Oh, DWO," and he's like, "Oh, you're Al's friends," and we were like, "Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
We are."
Yes, good sir.
Yeah, man, that's us.
That's too good.
You know? Hey, man, it's
Look,
we talk about
Boom,
it a lot.
certified mom. She's on board.
Certified mom, yeah. We talk about it a lot, man. We love wrestling, and it's cool when stuff like that. You know, wrestling loves us back. You know, it's not.
I had some people come from Connecticut one time, and they walked in the door, and they were like, "Oh, we're here to see Luca." This was like after Netflix, and they're like asking everybody, "Who are you here to see?" They're like, "Oh, we're from Connecticut. We're here to see Luke Curtis." And like, bro, they're all going around the locker room like, "Bro, people from WWE are here to see Luke." Like, you're normal people, bro. People from Stamford, they're like, "We're from Stamford, Connecticut." People are like, "Oh, WWE's here." They're like regular people, dude.
I'm gonna start throwing that around. See where it gets me.
Oh, do it, bro. Yeah, just be like when you go to wrestling events, just be like, "Oh, I'm here from Stamford."
I think we both know what that means.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You need to step aside.
Front row, please.
Hey, Timmy, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, okay. Well, we got
What up,
some.
Tim?
As he says, he got some pictures for you as well.
Yeah, Matthew is a fan at OVW, but he has a camera and he takes phenomenal pictures and sends them to us. We appreciate you, Matt.
That's
what I
awesome.
love.
Some people just have that eye. You know, we obviously have a couple,
I love
people
how
that are
there's
partial
so
too,
many
but
super fans there. The guy with the laminated signs popped me because I make a lot of signs. And I throw my signs away. You know what I mean? I'll make 100 signs for a show and then throw 40 of them away. But
Oh, there's that Luke ain't a fluke sign that's like infamous there. It always comes up. It's big and yellow. On my Facebook page profile picture, it's me like this, and in the middle of it is my fan with the sign in the middle holding it. Luke ain't no fluke, blah, blah, blah. Like that every week that sign's there. Like, yeah, they're great, man. They always
his are nice. They were serious. Like he said, laminated. I mean, that's next level shit, dude.
Yeah, they don't play, man. They don't play. Like I said, they really like we are the stars of OVW. Like I see names come out in the crowd, not pop, bro. Like they be all in there, like, and the person will come to the back and be like, "That was weird." And I was like, "Don't worry about it, man. Like they're just used to people coming in and out. You know, like with them, they come every week, so they just want to build a little credibility. I know how it is, bro. The show is like it's viewed like a sitcom. You know, like your characters week, episode to episode. If your characters were to come out and behave differently, it would throw off the show. So, your job is to kind of give the fans what they're expecting you. It's like if I was writing a television show and I was like, okay, we got Mr. Magnificent versus Big Rig. Like, I'm writing it expecting you guys to behave the way the fans expect you to behave. Not how you want to behave, not what you think will make you look cool, but the fans are expecting things out of you based on what you've shown them. Now, I'm writing you in to perform that. And if depending on how you do that, that's how you elevate really in a company, is you show them that you can give the fans what they're expecting out of you, and that's how people connect to you. That's how they buy into the realism of whatever it is you're doing, even if it's super fake, like the pizza spinning guy. Like nobody thinks he could really beat you up with a pizza in his hand, but he's committed to that. And you've bought into it, because like that's what it is. And even if it's like something that's completely unbelievable, you'll be like, I'm behind this, man. This is good.
There's been a few like that, and then sometimes it's just entertaining to watch, though. I mean, just it's okay to have some humor.
It is. Oh, it's necessary. It's necessary, man. I even the way that I sell. Sometimes I sell in ways that are just how I feel like selling. It's not believable at all, but fans have come up to me and told me like, I love the way you sell. Like, I love the comedy in it. Like I'll bump and I'll get up and I'll bump again. Like who's ever gotten up and fell back down? Well, I guess people do that, but
some might say HBK-ish. I'm just,
Yeah. And I mean, and I love selling. Like, I believe that's what this is, but that's what it is. It's you're right in the line. You know, you got to know how to ride the line and add in like the believability with like the performance. And that's what creates beautiful wrestling. You know, you got to be able to buy in.
And knowing when to like, you know, to do that kind of sell and to do, you know, a more comedic one versus more.
Yes.
That's like there was a Twitter post that was kind of going viral where somebody asked a question, just like name an unpopular opinion in wrestling. And Speedball Mike Bailey made one that said, any move at all can be a finish if you do it better than anyone else.
Yeah, absolutely. A drop kick could be a finish, like all day.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think that would hurt, bro, if somebody drop kicked you in the face and knocked your head off? Like, it's all about that's why it's good. That's why I like a television show, like a weekly show, anywhere where you can be in angles and you can educate the crowd on the story.
Yeah.
You know, because like if you can't do that, how do you have a finishing move? Who have you ever beat with it? What have you ever done with it? The audience has to be able to buy into things. And moments are what create memories, you know? So when you're in a big moment and you hit a move that matters, like that's where people remember, like, oh, that's his shit. That's what he does. He does that, you know?
I mean, perfect example, Jake the Snake, DDT.
Yep.
He put so many people away with, now everybody does a DDT. People do tornado DDTs. But one thing, and I'm pretty sure it was SRS said it on a podcast one time. He was like, a really cool thing would be if they took like Jake the Snake and did like some vignettes with him teaching someone how to do the DDT like he did it, and then that's their finish.
Yes, and that would be really cool. And didn't they kind of try to do that with the Diamond Cutter or something and QT Marshall?
Yeah.
And maybe they just couldn't like keep it going the way they should have. Because like that's the whole story now, right? If you took a guy and you were like, we're gonna give this guy the DDT, like you build everything around the DDT, you know, your persona has become the DDT until people know that's you, and then you can break out into whatever it is, you know. But
I mean, John Moxley's is a double arm kind of DDT, you know, it's paradigm shift, whatever, Death Rider, whatever you want to call it.
yeah,
And, you know, most people could do that move. Everybody's going to be like, oh, whatever. John Moxley does it. You're like, oh, it's over. That's it.
It's over. Yep,
That's
it's
like
over. You can go, oh,
David said Jim Brazil had a drop kick as his finish.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, look, it's Dave here. What up, Dave? That's Cal's daddy. Cal was also on the TSW show.
Hey,
Cal works Carson.
Hey, your son's my hero.
hashtag DWO for life.
Didn't Cal work Carson at that show, the TSW show?
I believe.
Yeah,
I think that was my first time.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good
It
one.
was Sam Beal. That was my first time seeing Sam Beal there, I believe, as well.
Look, Cal's finisher is a knee lift. You know?
Like
That's awesome.
Yeah,
like
man.
when Big Show was working hurt, he switched to the punch.
Yeah.
You build it right, you can do whatever. You know what I mean?
Our friend Craig always had he trained to be a professional wrestler, and he always said his dream finishing move was a from the top rope back scratch.
Yeah, that sounds like something for the Outrunners. Call up Turbo. He'll be doing that tomorrow. He'll be doing that one tomorrow.
Man, I don't know if that's get overable. Is it get over? I don't
It
know.
is.
Go with
It
it.
is. No, there's a way to do
As
everything
a
in this.
finish?
There is a way to do everything in this, man. You just got to get a little creative with it. You jump off, hit the scratch, they turn around, small package. You find different ways to creatively get it in. They turn around something, pin, boom, boom, boom. You know, but the back scratch is what set it up every time.
I mean,
you know?
hey, Jake Chris, when he was Wrestling Revolvers champion, finished every single person with a backslide pin every time.
To the point where I was cheering when he started to do a backslide.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Oh, here we are.
Well, again, that's building story because like every match after that, every time he goes for that backslide, you're expecting a potential finish.
Yeah, wrestling fans make it so easy with like the best thing you're at a show with like non-wrestling fans, and I try to set something up, and I'm like I'm gonna reach for something. Oh, and they're all just like quiet. I'm like,
what are you talking about?
I don't even realize I'm doing that half the time. Like every time somebody throws a punch, every time, like, what am I? It's just like an unconscious thing.
Yeah, it's just a natural. Oh, hey, oh, the back and forth. Gotta love it. Here we go. We got one from Isaiah. Of all my singles opponents, Luke has worked hard to find himself in the fold and evolved really fast and has gained footing in OVW. Unafraid to bet on himself and do what's needed for the company and level up. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Isaiah is he's a legend at OVW. He's one of the locker room leaders. So, it's good to see him pop in here and give me some praise. I worked with him when I first came to OVW. He's kind of before I even had the robes, like the robe and all of that debuted in that promo with Al. The promo with Al was just before I had the match with Isaiah, where I won my first title at OVW. I won from Isaiah. So, after that is kind of what pushed me into like, okay, now that you have this, it's a good time to try to reinvent yourself and become something. And then boom, I came out with the robes and everything. And the fans were like, oh, okay, who's this? I'm like, I got a title, I got robes. Like, so he kind of helped set that off for me.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this. John Loco, probably my favorite person to be in a ring with, punching each other in the face.
Orion, Blanco. I took that guy's mask, man. You guys know Blanco, right?
Blanco.
You had to have seen him wrestling. Man, look him up, dude.
I'm about to look him up right now.
I'm not
Blanco
surprised
Loco,
I don't
bro.
know him. I'm just really surprised you guys don't know him. You guys literally know everybody, so this is shocking.
Blanco Loco wears a hood. He's super talented, bro. When I first started getting into the business, I was just going to indie shows to try to like see what was going on, and I watched him wrestle. And the first time I saw him, I was like, "This guy is the best wrestler ever!" Hitting all kinds of transitions and reversals, and he's great to work with. He won the title off of me. I wrestled Loco many, many times. I wrestled him in a cage. I wrestled him, mask versus career. I don't even know all the matches. Lumberjack match. Like me and him have gone at it many, many times, man.
Hell yeah. That's awesome.
Blanco Loco
that's what I mean about like kind of like
match.
Like I was saying, like the reason why I'm on that flyer is because of all these guys. Like that's what I mean. Like these people help put me in a position and set me up to where I can be somebody that they can put on a flyer, right? Because without everybody putting their ego in check and trying to do for the good of the company, things like that couldn't happen. There would be issues, there would be problems. People wouldn't share it, people wouldn't promote, and there probably is a little bit of that, and it's always going to be that way. But hopefully, like as a family and as a company, we can continue to link those little pieces and just grow. You have your fights with your brothers and sisters, but at the end of the day, you gotta push through it, and that's the only way.
I hear that word a lot, family, around a lot of the more successful indie locker rooms. Would you say that the OVW has that family feel to it? I mean, Al kind of does have that grizzled dad feel.
Yeah, I mean, out of like all the locker rooms, it's because I'm a big part of this one, but no, yeah, it's 100% like a family. I mean, like even to like if you're a new talent coming into OVW, I feel like you don't just get in. You have to put in effort and you have to like pay your dues to like become a part of the OVW locker room. And it was the same thing for me when I got there. And the reason why I came to OVW was because of the locker room, because the first time I went there, I got to have 2 matches on TV, which never happens. And like the guys that I was working with, the Rush Division guys, Star Rider, he was telling me like, you need to come out here and be a part of this locker room, and like they'll use you on TV, and we need good guys. And like as soon as I got in the car, because I didn't fit in a lot of locker rooms, like I'm just quiet. It's nothing else. I don't have an attitude or anything. I'm just quiet. I focus on what I have to do, doing a good job. And people look at me probably like I'm standoffish or, I'm an asshole, and I get heat for that, whatever it is. So like the fact that they were like, yo, come here, be a part of this. As soon as I got in the car with Layla, I told her like, we got to move to Kentucky. So that's pretty much how that happened. The locker room.
How did she take that?
Well, I had very good reasoning. And she took it good because, we were doing this together and
I mean, at least Louisville area isn't like it's
because what it was at that time in the business, we were still pretty new. We were new. We had only been wrestling for 1 year. I've done like 75. We have done like 75 shows our first year on the independent. Damn. AEW reached out to her and she started doing dark matches. So she had gotten a little publicity now. on top of that, she was already been in music videos way before. She's modeling. She's got great pictures, 8x10s. Like, she's always going to sell. She was selling better than girls that were signed when she was brand new in wrestling because she's hotter than them. So like Layla was already getting flown out to do bookings and do her job and do the things that she needed to do to elevate in the business. And I didn't have anything like that. I'm just going to these indie shows, trying to tag along with her to get on. So the first time I went to OVW, there were some very key things that made me want to go out there. One of them was that it was a weekly television show because I wasn't in WWE. I wasn't in AEW. So I was like, how am I going to get my weekly TV reps? Well, I'm going to get them here at OVW. This is the exact same thing, just on a smaller scale. You know, the referees are mic'd up. They're talking to you in the ring. So the first time I got in the ring there, they're telling me, stay down, do this, do that. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm getting live feedback from Al Snow as I wrestle on TV. It doesn't get better than that in today's business because you're working with a bunch of green guys coming up with new stuff, creating your form of wrestling. But you don't ever get to get in there with the old guys that put this together and made this what it is today and get their knowledge. You don't get that. And you only get it in the ring, you know? So like while to be wrestling and hear like kind of what they're telling you, what they would be telling you if they were in there with you, you know, those were the reasons why I decided like I need to go out there. And it was weekly. So I told her like, this can be like a home base for me, you know, where I can, at least you can still fly out from anywhere. You don't have to be in Florida. You know, you can fly out from anywhere, but I can do weekly TV here and get better and hopefully build to something. Granted, she needed OVW just as much as I did because she was a job girl on the independent still. But like when she came to OVW, I'll put the title on her in like within a month, right away. Yeah. You know, beat Freya in like 30 seconds and it established her. And then she was a champion for OVW, and then she would get wins on the independents and stuff. And then AEW called her and she got signed, you know? So like at the end of the day, we both needed it. So like she was very receptive to it, you know, because I had good reasoning, but we were definitely like, oh man. And I mean, we're still out here in Kentucky. I tell these people at OVW all the time, like, you guys need to pay me more money or I'm going to leave the company. I'm running away. I'm going back to Florida, bro, where it's sunny.
Hey, it was sunny today.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, logistically, Northern Kentucky is one of the best places to fly out of because it's like right in the middle of everything. So
no, in Kentucky
that makes it kind of nice.
I've made more progress in my life in Kentucky than I've made anywhere. So like that's the thing that I love about it out here. For some reason, I'm able to like progress in Kentucky. So that has been a phenomenal thing. And now I'm so ingrained out here. It's like,
well, I go to not a whole lot of distractions. You know what I mean? It's just.
There's not
what you gotta do. Go to Churchill Downs or something? Like, no, just focus on wrestling.
Yep. I just go to the gym and I wrestle, and then you become a part of the community out here, especially with the show now. I mean, dude, February 16th is like every year is OVW Day here. Like we just did that this past month. We got, you know,
that's so cool.
Yeah, we went to the Senate. We got all this, man, all this court stuff, bro. That Layla was down on the floor, like they took her down on the floor with the title with the senator, like cash too. And then like,
I bet they did
when they passed,
bastards.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm up there in the stands, like, hey,
they
you know, when they bring up these new bills, like a senator will be like, I propose to have DWO's colors changed to blue and white, you know, and then, you know, they'll be like, okay, we pass it. Does anybody else speak on this? And everybody stays quiet, you know? All right, next. Yeah. But when they said OVW, hey, the senator stood up, hey, we're here to make OVW Day because, you know, Netflix has created a great impact for us and blah, 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 and this and that and whatever. And they're like, does anybody else have anything to say? Man, there was at least 5 senators that spoke up about OVW and about that show.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and all the wrestlers were up in the gallery, and they told them, like, everybody stand up. We all stood up. They clapped for us. It was crazy, bro. Yeah, and, like, the senators were talking about the impact that it had on their life and people that hadn't watched wrestling for so long and, like, just how it, like, had done so much for the community. And, like, that was a great experience for us, you know? So it's just – it's cool, man. It's like – that's why I say it's about the journey, not the destination. Because if I got to WWE tomorrow, I wouldn't be happy, you know, not any happier than I am right now, you know.
We have to go through all kinds of agents to get you back on the show.
Yeah. We could do it on like the low or something. Like, we recorded that way before, man. I told you.
Maybe in disguise.
We'll have just one.
I'll put that Venganza.
You got to go. Look, man, you got to make it to WWE and you got to win the Intercontinental Championship for me, dog. Because I can't win it. I'm never going to win it. You know what I mean?
Bro, I'm definitely gonna try, dude. Trust me.
You ever seen my tattoo?
No.
Check it out, dog.
Oh, no way. if I win that title, I swear to God, there will be a picture with it around your waist, bro.
Bro, I will cry.
Bro, we will make it happen, bro. I swear, dude. If I win the Intercontinental title, you're wearing it.
It looks so good, man. It looks like the real damn thing. The artist is incredible.
Yeah, I know.
No. He's the one that did our
Oh,
DWO.
nice. Yep.
We all got it. Cephas is on his leg. His is harder to show.
Bro,
I told you should have got on your forehead. Be easier to show off.
I tell you much though.
Just take your hat off. It's on top of your head.
I'm gonna be crying my motherfucking eyes out if you ever win that shit.
It's happening!
He's gonna call me. Then you're gonna be like on your deathbed, like he never fucking called me. I DM'd
forgot all about it.
Times.
My ass.
I DM'd him 500 times.
Oh shit!
I saw him let some kid wear it. What the fuck? Fuck that kid. No, I'm just.
Hilarious.
Did you guys watch any of the Oscars? Is that
Uh-huh.
off topic?
No, but I saw the Cena thing.
Did you see any clips?
I saw the Cena clip.
We all saw Cena, yeah.
Oh man, they had
great for his age, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
they
dude.
showed he actually had what they call it, like a safety sock on or something like that. They wouldn't have any.
He definitely
wardrobe.
had to have something on because, like, what if he just dropped the sock?
I mean, even with just that on, how uncomfortable in a. I don't know. I mean, if you dress
I don't know. I don't know.
in front of trunks.
I'll tell you what, I think he's pretty comfortable.
I agree. I agree, bro. And a lot of people are like, "This is some Illuminati thing, like humiliation." I'm like, he's definitely not humiliated, bro. They like a chance to get naked at Oscars, bro.
I don't think he's embarrassed at
I
all.
would have done the same thing, bro. They're like, go naked on TV with a sign. I'm like, give me the sign, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I did at the Oscars.
Yeah, I would have dropped it.
The same guy that chugged a beer up the
"Oh."
butt in a movie.
Yeah. He seems like he likes the attention. So
It's so weird. Like if I guess when he during his actual WWE run, he kind of kept that stuff reserved. Once he kind of broke away and became
a wild animal in movies.
Yeah,
have you ever seen
love it.
What's the Vacation one, dude? That's the best.
Oh, that's so good. They made 2 of them. Dude.
Yes, they made 2 of them.
Oh, it was Vacation Friends.
Yes.
Yeah,
bro, and Blockers is mad.
Yep.
Blockers was great.
I just watched
Dude,
Ricky
it's so
Stenicki,
good,
too.
bro. Yo, when they're walking
There
around.
you go. Luke Curtis versus John Cena at OVW would be awesome. I have a stipulation. Stocks only.
Stocks only.
Stocks only.
Bro,
Stocks only. Let's do it, bro. We make a lot of money. I'll tell you that much.
I tell you what, you can charge some big money for that OVW's first pay-per-view on OnlyFans.
Yeah. First pay-per-view on OnlyFans. He's already got an OnlyFans now, Cena. What is it?
I know.
Ricky Stenicki.
Yeah,
Ricky Stenicki.
Yeah,
Which
we'll
is
do it on
awesome.
there.
I
Totally recommend that one, by the way. Hilarious.
Just so you guys know, I have an alarm that's going to go off in 2 minutes for a post that I have to make at 9 o'clock on Instagram.
Do it.
Hey, man, whatever it takes to remember. I have a terrible memory, so I literally write everything down, set reminders, all that. If I lose my phone, I'm in shit ton of trouble.
Shared notes for just shit like that. Like, oh, we need to remember to pay each other for this, or we need to remember to order this, or whatever, you know. So don't feel bad on that shit. That's it. That's how we live our lives.
Cool.
So t-shirt wise, man, you only had the 2 designs that were there right there. Do you have an online store that I could buy some shirts on?
I mean, Pro Wrestling Tees. I'm on there. Certified Luke Curtis.
Okay, because I did not have the particular cashish on me the last time, so I want to definitely get me one, but I didn't know where your online store was.
Yeah. Pro Wrestling Tees. I got to make some more shirts, man. If anybody knows a good graphic designer, send them my way.
Shit, you're looking at one right there, but
No, I don't know.
it's like not like that. Come on.
No, I mean, my sister's a graphic designer.
That's my
Could do
alarm
some
clock
freelance work
sound.
for you.
Yeah, dramatic.
Make that post. Get on
gives me
Instagram right now
PTSD.
so I can like it immediately.
I'm gonna be the first like.
First like gang. Man.
Just sitting there refreshing the page.
Go look at so Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger came out together, and they're like, they put it out there like we both tried to kill Batman, and they failed, and like, hey, how did you try to kill him? Or how did he kill you? With my, with my worst weakness or love or whatever like that. And DeVito's like, well, he threw me out of a window. So they're like, well, there he is right there. And there's Michael Keaton sitting in the crowd. Like, we should get him. And Keaton just looks at him and goes, look it up, man. I'm not doing it any justice at all, but
but that's good.
I feel like this year's Oscars had a little bit more of a lightheartedness to it. I don't ever watch them, and I just happened to stumble upon them because I had nothing else to watch. But
yeah, I mean, I haven't watched the Oscars in a long time.
I was hoping somebody smacked the shit out of somebody,
I know that was the best
talk about somebody's wife and shit goes down again.
Yeah, that's the best thing that's happened in a long time. So.
I mean, say what they will. It's probably the best thing to happen to the Oscars in a long time.
That's what I said. That's why I told Layla. That gave us a lot to talk about for like a couple of years. So
yeah, I still think it's staged, but whatever.
But whatever.
Whatever.
I know one thing. I liked UFC 299. I don't know if you boys watched that or not. I enjoyed that.
I didn't get a chance to watch it, but I heard it was good.
I enjoyed it. I'm excited for 300. A lot of people are shitting on the card because they all want like every legend versus every legend.
Right.
Do you remember they did 200? 200 was huge.
Sure, I get that, but at the same time, I'm a full big fan of let's do all new people versus all new people. You know what I mean? Let's get some fresh people in there and see if we can get some new stars. There's not too many new stars in MMA. Is there ever any potential MMA future for Luke Curtis?
I don't know. Probably not. I used to do MMA when I got out of high school before I got in wrestling. I trained at American Top Team. I used to be one of Yoel Romero's sparring partners.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
I want to mess with the moneymaker, dude.
Yeah, I know. That's a lot of it too. And I already feel like wrestling, I hit my head too much. Like getting punched in the face, man, like that can't be good for your brain. Like
they never pull.
I get it.
Yeah, bro.
All right. I gotta ask, so while we're in this realm, what do you guys think of this Jake Paul Tyson thing?
I want to watch it. I don't think it's going to be.
You think it's going to be fixed?
I think there's going to be a level of fix.
I mean, absolutely. I mean, I don't want to like break everybody's heart, but
no, they're gonna make so much goddamn money off that thing.
Yeah. This is like pro wrestling with boxing.
My money.
Predetermined outcome.
Yeah, predetermined outcome.
Because I mean,
granted, I would like it if Tyson just like kind of like snapped and blacked out in the middle of the fight and just went full on savage.
Just floored him.
Yeah.
takes one little shot and just goes right back to Iron Mike.
How do you think it ends though? That's what I don't know.
Gotta be decision.
I think decision too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those. How many rounds is it?
It just be televised.
I pray every morning.
I don't even know. It's gonna be so heavily. I mean, say what you will about it. I don't like him as a person, but dude knows how to make money. That's for sure.
I don't. As long as it's like $70.
Dude, they're doing it at the freaking Cowboy Stadium.
Wow,
that's insane. I was there for Mania. That's insane to think that they're doing it at places that big.
Yeah,
I mean, think how many people are gonna buy a ticket to go see Tyson fight again, whether it's fixed or not.
You think they'll sell that arena out? I don't.
I don't know, bro. It's Tyson.
Man, he's old though, bro.
He's in the training videos.
That's why they seen him in there looking 20. They're like, oh, he can still go. He can still. Yeah, they're setting everybody up.
45 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't think
there's so many rumors going around about the stipulations too. Like it's like a handicap match versus him and Logan. I'm like, there's no fucking way, dude. Come on.
No.
Come on.
That would be.
Who's booking this? Teddy Long?
They would just walk behind him.
You gonna have a match? The Undertaker comes out and just tombstones Tyson. You gonna have a match against the Undertaker, player? Another one I saw the other night, Francis Ngannou getting absolutely put to sleep by Anthony Joshua. Did you guys see that?
That was crazy, bro.
Get back to your sport.
Yeah. That was bad.
Poor feller.
I remember I was sitting here playing Xbox with my buddies and it popped up on my phone and I was just like, oh my God. And they're like, what? I sent it to everybody and like, holy shit, dude. I watched it over and over, just collapsing. It's true. One punch is all it takes, man.
Ask Paul Walter Hauser.
Ew.
That's true.
1-inch punch.
Yeah, that's a good question. How much do you think tickets are going to be? Dude, they're going to be.
Yeah, your minimum is a few hundred at minimum.
Yeah.
Which is super cool for us, though, about Cleveland getting SummerSlam. We're going to do SummerSlam 2 years in a row now. That'll be neat.
That'll be neat. And it'll be pretty much the same distance, maybe a little bit closer.
Where did we go last time?
Detroit.
Yeah, okay, yeah, it'll be a little closer technically.
Hell, you drove that. Well, I said we did too.
Half an hour.
There and back for Dynamite.
I did. I was at the last Dynamite that Cody Rhodes was ever on. The ladder match against Sammy. I was there for Danhausen's debut. It's pretty cool. It was pretty awesome because for a hot second, I thought he was Johnny Gargano coming out from under the ring because we were in Cleveland and the rumor was Johnny Gargano was going to be there, or everybody hoped. So I just saw a mess of black hair come out from under the ring and I was like, is that Gargano? And then he stands up and does that. And I was like, holy shit, it's Danhausen. And I was there with our buddy Couch and he was like, who's that? And I was like, buddy, we got a 4-hour drive home. You're going to learn about Danhausen. Then he fell asleep on the way home.
I'm excited because we're going to get to see him again on March 29th, man. You definitely got to come up to Square Circle Expo if you ain't doing shit on that day, man, Luke. It's going to be awesome. There's a whole bunch of people there.
He was there last year.
Yeah. I've been mad times, man. I always go. So, like, that's why I feel like I'm going to be there. But I don't know. Like, I don't do the scheduling in the house. That's the thing. So, like, I'm just like, I'm like,
where do I need to be, mama?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, hey, take me here, take me there, do this, make this happen. I just do it. Boom, boom, boom. But as far as keeping track of it all, I don't even know what's going on tomorrow. I'll probably figure that out when I get off of this. Got my daily schedule up.
There you go. What's that like for you? Obviously you got OVW on Thursdays, but like, do you have like a gym routine and everything like that? Is that like a first thing in the morning or is that a later at night thing for you?
So I kind of just go with the flow on that. I mean, as far as the gym goes, like we're working with a bodybuilding coach, so we're going to be competing either at the end of this year or early next year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So our first bodybuilding competition is going to be coming up. Soon enough. Yeah. So we've been just slowly putting in work on that. So like, I cook 2 to 4 hours a day, every day.
Cook?
Yeah, bro.
In the kitchen?
Yeah, bro.
Okay. I was making sure we weren't talking slang. You kids these days.
Yeah.
So how many grams of protein you eat a day?
I don't know how many grams of protein I eat a day, but I eat 8 ounces of protein with every meal. So like I eat like 8 ounces of ground turkey 4 times a day, or it could be chicken or whatever it is, and then I eat like a lot of rice. It's a lot of food, dude.
Do you eat a lot of Chipotle?
Yeah, I love Chipotle, but I'm not allowed to eat that. I never eat that, man. I love Chipotle. It's my favorite.
Can't eat the clean
rice
stuff.
And chicken.
Yeah, but mine doesn't have all the seasoning. Oh, well, mine has seasoning.
All the salt.
All the salt. I measured how much salt I put in.
Okay.
I put 8 teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt on top of all my meals.
I say
So
if you're
creative
enough, you don't have to use a lot of salt.
It's just about getting consistency.
Mm-hmm.
It's about tracking what you put in and how that affects your body, learning your body, and then sculpting art out of it. Like that's really what bodybuilding is.
I gotta figure out my body first.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
since we're
Yeah,
doing
I'm still not sure, man. I mean, there's days where I can eat Skyline and I'm fine, and then the next week I eat Skyline and I'm in the bathroom all day. It's a roller coaster. It really is.
I'm building a work of art with my body, but it's more like an abstract.
Yeah.
Think Picasso.
Yes.
I
That's
got an
usually the
eyeball
greatest
here, a
type
nose over here.
That's usually the greatest type of art.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Some might say it's magnificent.
See, that's why I keep the camera right here, because like up top, like yeah, we're doing all right. But if I camera down, like I'm about 4 months along, and you know,
do the rest of it with my arms out.
there you go. I mean,
You need to slice that shirt up a little
I ain't
bit.
all
Make
ripped or nothing like that, but I got the bulk.
That's
That's never gone away.
You're right there, bro. You just change your diet up.
I'm trying to tell him.
I need to actually go to the gym. Like I haven't been in probably 5 or 6 years, so that's something that I need to do.
It's just getting back into it, and then once you, it's a pain.
I have been changing up my diet a bit. I'm not like super clean eating or anything, but I've cut out a lot of shit. Like I don't drink pop anymore.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the
cut
most
that
important.
out.
The diet's the most important thing. They say you can like reshape a whole body on diet alone. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Really about what you eat.
Yeah, not I'll tell you what, not drinking pop. For anybody out there, if you don't want to be tired all the time, just bite the bullet. Don't drink pop for like a week. You'll be tired and probably have some caffeine headaches, but once you get past that, it's so worth it.
It's crazy.
And you can still have one every once in a while. I'm not saying you can't.
Weaning off of drugs.
I mean,
yeah, it's insane.
Caffeine is so bad for you. I mean, it's so necessary. So.
Now all I do is have two cups of coffee in the morning. I'm good to go.
Well,
works out pretty well.
Before we get out of here, man, do you have anything you want to plug besides this awesome show that's this weekend that everybody should be watching?
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to make this Instagram post.
Oh, you're good, bro.
Plugging stuff. So OVW 7 p.m. every Thursday live on YouTube. That is the best way to watch it. Just go on YouTube and watch it. Plugging the DWO podcast. I got the shirt on. Here we are. Check them out. They're the best. They're family friendly enough. They're a bunch of dads. They're cool people. They support wrestlers, so we should support them too. Check me out on Instagram at Certified Luke Curtis, but you guys already know that. YouTube, Certified Luke Curtis. TikTok, Certified Luke Curtis. Twitter, Certified LK, because Twitter sucks. But if you Google Certified Luke Curtis, Twitter comes up first. So it's easy to find me. Certified Luke Curtis. There's only one. There can only be one. And yeah, that's it. Just check me out. Bodybuilding this year. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? I think that's pretty much everything. Pay-per-view on Saturday. March Mayhem, OVW. You can get it on Ticket Spice. Go on ovwrestling.com. However you get it, man, just Google OVW March Mayhem and the tickets will come up, and get tickets to the show or get tickets to the pay-per-view. I don't know what the main event is, but me and Tony Gunn are tagging against Jack Vaughn and EC3. Whoever gets the pin wins the title, or the heels might walk out and retain. But I guess we will see tomorrow or Saturday, whatever it is. But yeah, so watch the show. It's going to be great. Everybody's against each other. So, it's beneficial for Jack Vaughn and EC3 to work as a team, but also they don't care if the other guy loses because they're not friends. So, they should work together, but they probably won't. And me and Tony, one of us will win, and I don't want it to be Tony, and he doesn't want it to be me. So I'm like, I don't know. We'll see, bro.
It's a very interesting dynamic for sure.
I try not to stress about those things because there's so much to do in a day-to-day to become a pro wrestler and other things that I want to do in my life aside from pro wrestling, escaping the wrestling bubble, as I like to call it. So I can't be spending all my time worried about what the outcome's going to be. All I can do is go to the gym, work hard, train hard, look good, and hopefully, all the success in the world.
Hell yeah.
And look, for everybody that's watching right now, we see there's a ton of people watching live right now. Click subscribe, follow, or whatever you're doing there. We're just three dads trying to build a brand for our kids. And every subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever it is, even if you don't have a ton of followers, it helps the algorithm and it helps us make these programs for you guys. So please,
Yeah. Cool guys. These are cool guys. These are friends. We like these people. So you can go ahead and subscribe to them. I put the certified stamp on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
About to put that in the Instagram bio, certified.
Yeah.
It's certified.
Good. Absolutely. That's how we start a movement. That's how we start a movement.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Well, you boys got anything else before we get out of here?
Nah, I'm good, man. I'm having a good week. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week.
Hell yeah.
Same.
Well,
hold on.
What do you got? What do you got? What do you got?
Where do bad rainbows go?
What? Bad rainbows?
Where do bad rainbows go?
Oh, a dad joke.
Mm-hmm.
Where do bad rainbows go? Okay, where?
I don't know.
To prism. It's a light sentence, but it gives them time to reflect.
To prism.
That's awesome. Love it.
Can I do a dad joke?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What do you call a Mexican with a rubber toe? Am I allowed to do this one?
Sure.
Do it. I don't give a shit.
Roberto.
Yeah. And clipped.
That's great.
That was awesome. Love it. Well, thank you guys for ending with that. That was friggin' perfect. As always, we have been the DWO Podcast. I'm Big Rig Eric Manfey. He is Mr. Magnificent Mike Martin. He is Wrestling T-Shirt Guy Cephas, and he is the one and only certified Luke Curtis.
Yeah,
Sir,
baby.
thank you so much for coming on. As always, check us out on all the socials at DWO_podcast, Facebook at the DWO Podcast, TikTok at DW_pod. Get that dad merch at Pro Wrestling Tees and T Public. Come see us either Thursday, March 28th at Wrestling Revolver, or the 29th and 30th in Indianapolis, Squared Circle Expo. We're going to have a table there. It's going to be awesome. Hopefully we see you there, Luke.
Oh, yeah. Word circle.
Hills. Yeah. Ooh, little Scarlet and Graves action. Excellent
nice.
shirt. Steve, what's the shirt today?
Undertaker.
Oh, a little Dagger shirt, baby. There we go. Hell yeah.
802. 800.
802. Hell yeah. Well, until next time, top dads.